Day 2. Time to start putting everything back together.
Alright, everything is tacked in, and it's a really good idea, especially if you're not a great welder, to go ahead and take a piece of your tubing that you've cut off in a plate similar size to what you're going to be welding to, or another piece of tubing, and do a practice weld before you ever start on the real cage.
Welding time. Some of the welds you just can't do with it in the Bronco. You got to flip it over. So now what we're doing is we're putting ratchet straps on the bottom to pull the legs together so that we can lift it out and finish the welds. And a little tip, use some ratchet straps at the bottom, pull the legs in, and then yank it out. So one of the things that I wanted to do with this roll cage was give you guys some measurements. Obviously, your Bronco is different than mine, so the measurements aren't going to be exact to what you're doing, but it'll give you, if you're using this roll cage, it'll give you a good place to kind of build from. So I'm going to walk through some of the measurements real quick. Just got back and I am trying to take the top off the Bronco by myself for the first time, and it's not really going well. So here it is in all of its glory, looking pretty sweet. Kristen and I were trying to finish up. I had to go, had a 4-hour drive back to Nashville. Now, there's a couple things that we did that were kind of wrong. Don't do this. You can see that one is sitting up quite a bit higher off the wheel well there. So these, when we pulled it all out, we had just tack welded them, and then we flipped it over. We welded a good bead under here and over here. And what happened was these began to pull up as they were cooling. I'm definitely gonna have to get the blowtorch out and heat up that weld up there. A couple of you on my last video were telling me what I should have done was right about here put a bend, because see, what I was running into is this bar bends in, and so this is about the lowest point to where, you know, like I wanted the nice clean line going across up here. This was about the lowest point that I could put the bar. So I went with the taper. Now, some of you were saying, no, what you should have done, and what Toms actually gives you enough metal to do, is to put a bend in the tube right about here. You come straight with the tube out to about here, and then you bend it and it goes into this point up here. So if you're gonna do this and you got the Toms cage, family cage, make sure you get a tube bender as well. I'm really happy with how everything turned out. A huge thank you to Christian over at Hot House Revival for helping me out. And I must say, I too was very confused with the name Hot House Revival. I thought maybe it was a Pentecostal church and we were gonna handle snakes and drink blood, but I was very disappointed when I got there and that was not the case. He's in the Hot House district of Georgia. So I'll probably post a video in a couple months about, you know, just finishing up everything, getting it painted and all that good stuff. So if you're a local shop in Nashville and want to help out a young YouTuber with a little painting of a roll bar, reach out to me and let me know, because I'll give you a video. Man, if you have built one of these before and have some advice, make sure to leave it in the comments below. And if this is your first time here, thank you so much for checking it out. I would love for you to subscribe, because together I want to take your Bronco and make it your dream Bronco. All right guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you later.